Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Big Debate. Today, we will be previewing groups B and C and their upcoming matches, which will be taking place tomorrow. However, it is important to note that today we witnessed the opening ceremony and the opening fixtures of the African Cup of Nations. It was a spectacular ceremony which took place in the 60,000 capacity newly constructed Olimbe Stadium. And Cameroon, of course, won the first game of the competition, beating Burkina Faso 2-1. Cape Verde won the second fixture of this competition and won Ethiopia 1-0. Ethiopia, however, had a first half red card and actually did very well to only concede 1 goal. With me today in the studio again is our legendary True Lion. We will be running us previewing groups B and group C, as well as the upcoming games tomorrow. Good evening, True Lion, and welcome again to the Big Debate.
Good evening, Dr. T. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to always have you here. We'll delve straight into footballing matters. We already chatted Group A, the Group A opening fixture earlier, so we'll dive straight to Group B. So Group B fixtures, Group B consists of Guinea, Malawi, Senegal, and Zimbabwe. The matches will be played in Bafoussam. So Bafoussam is a host stadium in the west region of Cameroon. So could you give me an overview or a preview of Group B as well as the opening fixture tomorrow? Just give me an overview first, then we'll talk about the opening fixtures.
Yes, I think Senegal is largely favorite by far in this group. However, it's important to know. Remember, I talked about the COVID effect. It's important to know that Senegal will be without Koulibaly, who is a strong man in their defense and who plays for Napoli, and also their legendary goalkeeper or their star goalkeeper. It's not a
Mendy.
It's a star goalkeeper.
Mendy. It's a star goalkeeper, Mendy. Yeah.
Oh, exactly. So that will that already has some effect. But I expect Senegal to be able to deal with this because they have a deep squad, they have a large squad, they have Mane and some many other good players in that team.
Yeah, they have Mane, Kouyaté, Sa. I mean, Sa went to the competition a little injured. I don't know if he will be fit, but like if he's fit, that would be a very great addition to the Senegalese squad.
Yeah, at least as we earlier said, they are loaded, and I'll tell you today that's one of my favorites to win it all as well. Senegal, they are largely, if you had to call one team or 1-2 punch, I'll put Senegal in there. Then you also have Guinea.
Guinea, yeah,
the Salais of Guinea. They had a poor World Cup qualification, so this tournament for them is one like to try to redeem themselves. You know, they have their captain who actually plays for Liverpool. I'm talking
Liverpool
about
Keita, yeah, Naby Keita.
Yeah. But Keita is a player; he's always injured. You know, so I don't know how that will play, given that these games are sometimes like 3 days apart and all that. So I'm not sure. They also have the Roma Amadou Diarra from Roma. They also have Bayo, one of the
and then they have a recent addition, the kid who used to play for Barcelona, and recently he had played. I believe he played for the team for Spain, but now chose to play his senior football for Guinea. Is it Moriba? Ilax Moriba.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He actually played some games of exactly. Yeah, that's right. And then, well, that's a team that also you expect to qualify in this group because they are pretty decent team. Is it the team that the president said that if they don't do well, they should refund some of the money?
I believe it's one of the Guinea, either Guinea or Mali.
Oh yeah, I think so. Mali.
Okay, yes, it's either Guinea or Mali, and then you have the two South African teams, so Malawi and Zimbabwe as well in that group.
Exactly. Zimbabwe, to be honest, is just expecting to have a decent outing. You know, they have not won a game in the African Nations Cup since 2006. You know? So that's actually huge right there, you know. But they have Nakamba who plays for Aston Villa.
Yeah, but Nakamba is actually injured. He's off for 3 months. So that's going to be a very big miss.
Oh, wow. That would be a big miss. But they also have their captain who plays, I think, for Saudi Arabia, Sana or something like that. Yeah, and they have Tino, who also plays for Lyon.
Yeah.
And the South African bass player, Kuda, I think Kuda, that's his name as well. And then you have the Malawi Flames, you know, that's another team, you know. They have a 20-year-old vibrant player to watch, Petro. I think that's one of the players. But you see, it's a pretty decent team, and I expect Senegal and Guinea to actually pull out of this. So
Okay.
Group B is
Yeah,
actually
great. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good overview. Now let's talk about the tomorrow's fixture. So you think Senegal is the group favorite here? I think everyone out there thinks or wants Senegal to do well. They have a local coach. So they have the first game tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time, so United States time. So it's
Mhm.
going to be between Senegal and I believe Zimbabwe.
Okay. So they are playing tomorrow, and
Zimbabwe. It's going to be the
without
first game tomorrow, and that will be in Bafusam.
yeah, without even Mendy. I mean, the level of games Senegal plays. You saw them in last Nations Cup. You saw
Nations
them
Cup.
in the
Yeah.
qualifiers. They actually play some attractive, good football. They have many. Is it Niang? They have so
Yeah,
many
they have
guys that
Niang. They have even at the defense in the absence of Koulibaly. There is the other gentleman who plays for Paris Saint-Germain in central defense, Diallo. He's a
exact.
young guy, but he's phenomenal.
Then they also have the guy in the midfield for what's his name?
Who used to play for Everton now in Paris Saint-Germain, Idrissa Gueye.
Exactly. For me,
Yeah,
that's
Ghana.
one of the For me that's one of the best. Apart from the Nigerian guy who also plays midfield, for me that's one of the best African midfielders, holding midfielders.
Yeah.
So I expect Senegal to actually win that game easily. It's gonna be a huge score though.
Yeah, and then Senegal also have like the evergreen Kouyaté, who can play
Well,
both central defense and central midfield. So he's like a utility man, and he's always
exactly.
like very phenomenal for Senegal.
Exactly. And as I said, I like their coaching, their coach. I like his approach. They have kept him because I've talked about consistency. I've talked about
Yes.
discipline. And those are one of the things that their coach bases his coaching philosophy. And they have confidence and respect in him because he also played. You remember the legendary Senegal team that actually did well in France.
Yes, he was captain, right? Yeah, he was captain in that competition. Yes,
Exactly.
yeah,
So he's a good leader. And I expect this team to actually do well. I'll be going for
yeah.
Senegal.
It's very exciting. He's a good leader. The players do respect him, especially because of his legendary status, but also
Exactly.
because what he did in the field when he was the captain.
Exactly, and he's well respected. He came out.
Yes.
Remember the controversy about the Afcon? He came out, made a statement. He's one of the few who actually made a statement, and he was in
Mhm.
his right to actually do that.
Yeah. Okay. Then the second fixture of that of the day or of that group would be between Guinea and Malawi.
Yes, and I expect Guinea. What I already said, I expect Guinea to also win. In that second fixture, because for me, I think Senegal and Guinea will be the two teams making it out of this group.
Okay. So you think Senegal will win tomorrow? Any projection scores?
I don't want to predict, but I think it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be at least 2-0, at least a score of 2-0, at
Okay,
least.
great. Okay, thank you. If you are just joining us, you are watching Group B and Group C preview of the upcoming African Cup of the ongoing African Cup of Nations. We started today in Cameroon. You are watching the big debate with myself, Terence Agbo, and True Lion. So, True Lion, let's go to Group C. People think that there are a lot of people who think that Group C is a group of death, and so this group consists of I think you have Morocco, Ghana, Comoros, and Gabon. And the opening fixture for that group is a very exciting one. But before we go to the group game, let's talk about a preview of this group.
Yes, I think Morocco for me, another team that will do well in this competition. They have some very very exciting players who play in Spain and France, and they are a very disciplined team. I remember us also talking about the way their togetherness.
Yeah. They flew to Cameroon together with a staff of kitchen staff and everything in a jet, a 737 jet.
Exactly. And as Evela said earlier, said COVID is hitting everybody. They have four players. And interesting thing is that these Moroccans, they actually. I'm sorry. Let me
Yeah,
adjust my screen. My screen was actually
that's
yeah.
okay.
The Moroccans, they have two Cameroonians. Their dad is actually
Yeah,
Cameroonian.
yeah,
Bassa,
yeah. I think one of
Bassa.
them is a center forward.
Yes, one is a center forward and one is a defender. Ryan Makme is the center forward. He is actually contracted also with COVID, so he will have to miss maybe the first two
But
games or something
yeah,
like that.
but even with I mean, if Cameroon had them, I mean, I would have been happy. But of course, they're representing another African country that's better than some of the players who take European allegiance. So that's good because I understand they were born in Belgium, so they could
Yes,
as well have
yes,
chosen to play for
yes. They were
Belgium.
born in Belgium,
Yeah,
and
let's
I'm not.
talk about some of the players for Morocco. Okay, also Ghana is in this group, but let's talk about some few players from Morocco. You have the likes of Saiz, I think he's the captain and plays for. He's a defender who plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers in the UK. There's
Yeah.
also Buffar, who many think that he's one of the best dribblers in modern day football, and he plays his straight for Angers in France.
Yes, I think Buffal will directly replace Zayed, who actually is
Yes,
not
who
in.
was yeah, and that's one thing you mentioned about discipline. As good as a player is, if you are not disciplined, you are not going to help the team. And I believe that's why one of the expected stars of the competition was not called up for Morocco.
Yeah, and I think they have a Eastern European coach. I'm
Yes,
not
yeah,
sure he's
I
from
think it's
West.
a Serbian.
Exactly, exactly. And football is about discipline. If you cannot be disciplined, then you better not make the team. But again, that game, Morocco versus Ghana, I've been very disappointed with Ghana across the years because of they have potential, they have good players, but due to some reason, they don't have that. In Cameroon, we say Himle. They don't have that, fighting spirit.
Yeah,
Where we are a good team, we know, but we have to do
yeah,
more.
I mean, you're a good team only on paper. When you win, that's when you become the good team. So they've always had those names on paper. And
Exactly.
in this competition, they have the likes of Thomas Partey, who plays for Arsenal. They have the IU brothers, who are towards the end of their career, but I think their experience is going to be very helpful for some of the other
Yeah, I
Ghanaians.
think I think Jordan still has some juice in him. I'm
Mhm.
not sure about the other one. I'm not sure because he plays in Saudi Arabia or something
Saudi
like that.
Arabia, yes.
He plays for a team where his dad also retired. Yeah,
Okay.
that I know. His dad also retired in that team. I'm not sure about their goalkeeping because that's one factor. I'm not sure also about Senegal's backup goalkeeper. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Who's gonna
Yeah,
play?
it's Senegal. It's Mendy who is, yeah, it's Senegal. Mendy is a Senegalese who is
No, I'm talking
also
about Morocco. Okay, Ghana is playing Morocco.
Morocco.
I'm
Yes, yeah.
not sure about the Moroccan goalkeeper because goalkeeping actually will be a very. We saw what happened today with Cameroon. I mean,
Yes, yeah,
sometimes
yeah, yeah.
that
The keeper had to like I mean, he flapped
yeah, but down the
one, but
line, yeah, but
had
down the line he made some good saves, right?
yes.
So yeah, so that game tomorrow will be a good one to watch anyway. The Ghana Morocco game.
And then you had mentioned that Gabon, which in this group has a very excellent player, but they had some issues coming into the competition.
Yes, they had bonuses.
Bonuses
Many
issues,
African
and then they also had like a COVID crisis
COVID.
when the, in that training camp in the Middle East.
Yeah, in Dubai. But I've not seen if that has been confirmed. I'll try to look at it. Obama Young was rumors that he had the virus, but it will also be important. But again, who are they playing? They are playing Comoros. Uh,
Comoros, who is a first timer in this competition.
exactly, they're playing Comoros for the first time in this competition. So I don't want to say that could go. That could go anywhere because we have seen teams. I'm not sure about how good Gabon is, but if Obama Young is there, then yes, he can do some magic. But if he's contracted the virus, then I'm not sure. Maybe that game can be one
Yeah.
one
Okay.
that can
Yeah.
cause
Let's
some
see. I mean,
surprises.
Comoros qualified. I mean, they didn't just walk into this competition; they qualified.
Exactly.
So you never know what would happen. Okay. So
Exactly.
let's talk about the most interesting game, the game that everyone will be watching tomorrow. So that's the Group C game between Morocco and Ghana. So Morocco and Ghana. So Group C will be playing in the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé. That used to be the home of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, who have now moved to the Olembe Stadium. So, what is your preview? What do you think is going to happen in this game?
I think Morocco will actually beat Ghana. That's what I think. But it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like just a walk in the park. That's just my prediction. Maybe by score of 1-0 or something like that. But Ghana always has some exciting young players, youth player, So it's gonna be how good Partey because Partey, when these players, as I said, African football has matured. so much that players in isolation cannot just walk over other teams. And a team like Morocco, if you watch them play lately, they do they got good chemistry together,
Yeah.
and they got players that can also beat you single-handed, So it's gonna be interesting to see how Ghana actually, plays against Morocco.
Yeah, it will be interesting to watch Ghana because in the World Cup qualifiers, which is unfortunately what we can rate them on because these African Nations Cup qualifiers took place a long time ago.
Exactly.
Ghana was in the same group with South Africa, and so they did well. They lost just one game, so I think it's going to be a very exciting encounter.
Yeah, I mean the qualifiers, as you said, is World Cup qualifiers is something that we can always look forward to. And again, Ghana will be without Gian for the first time since 2006. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, but they still got their EU brothers. It's not going to be a walk in the park for Morocco, but I favor Morocco.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because as good as Morocco is up front, Ghana also have, I think they have Amate who plays for Leicester City. He had a very, very exciting and outstanding game a couple of weeks ago for Leicester. I believe it was a game against, was it Chelsea or Liverpool?
I think it was a cup game, right?
Was a cup game, yeah.
No, the game they beat Liverpool.
Liverpool, yes. He was outstanding.
Yeah, it was
together with the Nigerian. We will be probably talking on
but that's one thing.
Preview the group, the Nigerian group.
Yeah, but that's one thing I'm very careful about, right? Club form does not translate directly to national team football, and that's something we should just be mindful about.
Yeah,
we play Morocco. Morocco is top 3, top 4 favorites to win this tournament.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a difficult one from Ghana.
So any predictions for the Morocco-Ghana game tomorrow?
I think maybe 1-0, but Morocco is gonna win.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for your insights, True Lion. It was very exciting having you, and we must say that Cameroon had the upper hand today against Burkina Faso in the first game of the competition. Cameroon won by 2-1 in Group A. The other Group A game ended with Cape Verde winning Ethiopia by 1-0. So tomorrow's game, you could read the text in your screen. Senegal will be playing Zimbabwe. Is going to be the first game in the morning. In the people living in North America, will be afternoon, and those games will be taking place in Bafoussam. The second game will be between Malawi and Guinea. And in Group C, will be Ghana and Morocco at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that is thought to be like the game of the day, and then the second game of the competition will be taking place later in the afternoon. So we look forward to having you here again tomorrow for Groups D and E previews and the upcoming games, and we are very, very happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us today, True Lion.
Thank you very much, Dr. T, for having me. Have a wonderful day.
You have a wonderful evening, and see you tomorrow. And guys, tune on to the Big Debate tomorrow, as well as if you have any suggestions and anything you want to discuss with us, please shoot us some questions on our Facebook page and the YouTube channel. You have a good evening. Yeah. Goodbye.